just to bring it back to the meditation practice, people can learn how to belong without any devices in the analog world. You learn how to be okay. And then you see that your mind is producing all sorts of things that say you're not okay, you're not pretty enough, you're not this enough, which is what is being exploited by all the algorithms where you can actually change the way you look on certain kind of, programs and so forth. And it's saying, how about we not give up our analog beauty just yet and be conscious of how much we are, in fact, surrendering it when we interface with any of that technology, and create new kind of educational pathways to self-recognition and learning how to live an embodied analog life and not be a slave to, never mind AIs, I mean just the phone itself, even if it's not driven by AI. You walk down the street in New York City, and I did this morning, I walked for like 15 blocks, and virtually everybody is looking like this. Now, 40 years ago, if people were walking down the street looking like this, paddy wagons would have driven up and taken them to the local hospital because this is patently insane back in the day. But now, it's become the default mode that everybody is on their phone. And there's a sense of profound connectedness that's very beautiful in a certain way, but there's a toxic element to it when you are, in some sense, lose touch with your own analog integrity, and also the trustworthiness of your multiple intelligences, of which thinking and emoting are merely two of a much bigger range. So part of, I think, the challenge going forward, and I'd like to ask how you see it is how to educate ourselves and future generations to not be so quick to give up who they are, even though, ultimately we may not know who we are, but the not knowing is an incredibly precious dimensionality of humanity that's creative, loving, mysterious, and also in a very profound way ethical when it's taught. As you know, the meditation practices are taught within a context of ethics, of non-harming, of not taking intoxicants, of very purposefully not stealing and taking what's not yours. So the question is, the word dharma, which is this kind of overall framework for the Buddhist meditation practices, it actually means lawfulness. And lawfulness has something to do with governance and how we govern ourselves. So as we move into this insane future, from this insane present, are there ways that we can actually learn how to govern ourselves in our analog lives and interface with the digital and the AI in ways that really optimize well-being and minimize all of those different kinds of harm?